that we utilize to demonstrate those other things?
No.
Some new Calvinists, even pastors, very openly smoke pipes and cigars just as they drink beer and wine.
Even Jesus cannot override your unbelief.
You quoting a verse like that to him, you know what it would sound like if you were listening to it? He wouldn't make any sense to him. A self-righteous, legalistic, deceived jerk.
You need to realize that he's gone from predeterminism. Now he's speaking of some kind of middle knowledge that God now has to...
I deny and categorically deny middle knowledge.
Don't beg the question that would demand me to force you to embrace it.
You're not always talking about necessarily God choosing something for no apparent reason, but you're choosing that meat because it's a favorable meat. There's a reason to have the choice of that meat.
And now, from our underground bunker deep beneath the faculty cafeteria at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, safe from all those moderate Calvinists, Dave Hunt fans, and those who have read and reread George Bryson's book, we are Radio Free Geneva, broadcasting the truth about God's freedom to save for his own eternal glory.
Just last week, I think, was the 4-year anniversary of the Steve Tassi debate. A number of people were posting pictures. One of them, I was face-palming at the podium. And every time I hear that tortured sentence about middle knowledge, I'm still left pretty much speechless. I truly, truly am. Welcome to Radio Free Geneva. We've got a lot to get to today. I don't want to forget this, though. We need to do something special for Thursday. I'm not sure what we're going to do for Thursday, but we've only got a couple of days to think through it. But this coming Thursday is the 30th anniversary. 30 years ago, August 20th. I'm not like Apologia that just has music going constantly in the background. That anyone over at our age, it's completely inappropriate. No one. No, it's not that long. No. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yes, 30 years ago, August 20th, 1990, Saint Cyprian, in any way, a positive person for the Roman Catholic Church as far as his view of the Cathedra Petri, the seat of Peter, and things like that. But anyway, Saint Cyprian Roman Catholic Church in Long Beach, my first moderated public debate. It wasn't the first time I had been engaged in apologetics or anything like that. We've been going up to Salt Lake City. We have been doing radio programs. I had been taking on BYU professors and things like that. But in the form of a moderated public debate, you have a thesis statement, you have equal time. That was the first one. That was 173 debates ago, so sort of stuck at 174 at the moment. Expected to be well past that even by the end of, by beginning of this past summer. But yeah, that hasn't happened, unfortunately, for obvious reasons. Not overly valid reasons, but obvious reasons. But yeah, this coming Thursday, we've got to do something. We'll have to. I don't think we have. We have a recording of that any longer. We did. Most definitely have it. I remember that was one that I did listen to multiple times because that was the only one we had, and so. But we do have some other clips from debates with Jerry Matitix that are rather interesting and fun, and so maybe we'll look at some of those. I don't know, but 30 years ago, this coming Thursday, that's pretty amazing. We're excited about that. I don't remember the first debate on Reformed theology. However, have to think about that a little bit. But we've been doing this debate thing for a while now. Okay, so today is Radio Free Geneva, which means we have all sorts of neat, fun stuff to be looking at and doing. And so what we will start off with, most everyone expected that we would do this particular issue. A couple of things came out. So basically, as far as video stuff goes, I have the 1 minute video. Yes, 1 minute. Stunning, isn't it? From Leighton Flowers. That I want to look at in regards to the subject of the meaning of proorizo in the Greek language. It only occurs a few times in the New Testament, so we will have an opportunity of looking at his claims about it and what its actual use is. But first, and then we've got J.D. Greer's article, "Don't Be a Fundamentalist Christian." This is actually from back a while, but it started making the rounds just yesterday as far as I could see. And I think that is a fairly important issue as well. But the first thing to look at, of course, is William Lane Craig's video that came out on the subject of Romans chapter 9. It is very interesting that over the past couple of years, there has very clearly been a shift in emphasis for Dr. Craig, focusing upon theological issues, the historical Adam, atonement issues like that. I have a friend who was standing at a table, a booth, whatever you call it, at a conference years ago when Dr. Craig was standing nearby, and all the guys were gathered around him, and he specifically heard him saying to the young people that in their studies they should be prioritizing philosophy over theology. And I am personally unaware of specifically what Dr. Craig's training is in theology, in church history, the history of theology, Greek, Hebrew, exegetical issues. I don't know. But be that as it may, he has decided to enter into that particular area, and therefore it is appropriate to listen to what he has to say, make sure we understand it, and respond to it, because Dr. Craig is, by his own statements, an opponent of Reformed theology from the Council of Chalcedon, and issues along those lines. He, remember, when he was debating Shabir Ali, he very sort of bluntly said, let's not worry about this original sin thing. Let's just leave that off to the side as sort of a interesting theological nature of the will of man. As a Molinist, he has to be. I mean, there are some who call themselves Reformed advocates of middle knowledge. But in the Molinistic system, and especially for the very reason that Molinism exists, and that is to safeguard the concept of the absolute free will of man. Oh, by the way, someone, you said Josh had this made, but it was made by, so he may have ordered it from somebody else. But so yeah, official theologian for Skillet right here. I just wanted you to catch that. I'm hoping John will catch the program and what? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.